When it comes to your children's safety, you can never be too cautious. You probably watch your child's every move. But what happens when he wanders off while you're at the grocery store, or you send him off to school and you're not around? As Jessica Solai tells us, there are some important steps you can take to teach your child to keep away from strangers without scaring him.
Gel cells, a patrol car, police dispatch. It's an exciting day for these kindergartners from Westfield Elementary in Porterville.
So here we go.
They are visiting the police department, a great learning experience, but also some serious messages. Crime Prevention Officer Jody Harper is giving them a tour and talking about stranger danger.
First of all, we don't talk to strangers. Can we tell the difference between a good and a bad stranger just by looking at them? No.
An estimated 800,000 children are reported missing each year. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, of those, approximately 69,000 are abducted. Jody makes it clear to the children they should do anything they can to get away from a stranger.
I'm giving you special permission to do whatever it takes. You fight, you kick, you scream, and you yell as loud as you can for as long as you can. Because guess what? When you do that, someone's going to hear you and see you fighting with that bad stranger.
Of course, you want to make sure your child is never in a situation where he or she has to fight off a stranger. So be sure to share age-appropriate tips to help keep them safe. You can role play or offer different scenarios. While police officers are our friends, we should never get into a car with someone we don't know.
Is it okay to get into a car with a stranger? No. Never, ever get into a car with a stranger. Don't even go near a stranger's car, okay?
If you cannot walk or drive your child to school, be sure to teach them to use the buddy system.
When a child's by themselves, they're a lot easier targets as opposed to when there's a buddy with them who can actually maybe, scream, yell, or talk them out of walking away with that stranger or something to that effect.
Be careful with backpacks. Never put their name on the outside. It can put them on a first-name basis with strangers.
If they leave backpacks all over the place and they have their name and their address and those types of things, it could be very dangerous in that way.
Create a code word that only you and your child know. If you send someone to pick your child up from school or at the bus stop, make sure they know the code word too.
And if it's basically, if that parent comes to that friend and says, can you pick up my child today for I have to work late, then that child says, well, what's our special code word? Because the only way I go with you is if you know the code word, because I know Mom gave you the code word.
Finally, Officer Jody advises parents, when it comes to personal safety, talk to your kids about it often.
You can't say it often enough that you can't just tell them one time and think that they'll remember it. You have to kind of test them constantly, especially at this young of an age. So you just have to remind them, and so it becomes a routine to them. So just not to talk to strangers, not to take things from strangers, or to go willingly with any strangers.
There will be no reason for alarm later if you take time to communicate with your child now. I'm Jessica Solai for 0 to 5 in 30 minutes.
Thanks, Jessica. If you'd like more information about stranger danger, just visit our website at valleypbs.org and click on 0 to 5 in 30 minutes.
This program funded in part by First 5 Fresno County. At First 5, we focus on the first 5 years of life. We fund programs and services that better the lives of children in Fresno County.
Additional funding from First 5 Tulare County, changing lives and building futures. Because it's all about the kids.